Right, we have Bonita head coach Ryan Marcos. Ryan, I was talking to four of your players, and you guys went last week a really bad week. You lost 2 games and a protest. The first time you guys get back on the field, you go to Iowa, you jump out early, beat them 7-0. 2 days later, you get behind 5-0, and then next thing you know, you win 10-5 and a 3-game series. How crazy has the last 8 days been for you?
Yeah, well, I've been around the game for a while to know that it's baseball. The underdog can come out and get you anytime,
And it's a humbling game.
It's very humbling. This league too, anybody can beat anybody. So we played down to certain levels that we thought we were going to win, and we should never think that way.
That's what Seth
said.
The
baseball. And
yeah.
We got up for the Ayala matchup and played really well this week. So good to see.
Yeah. So Seth gave up 5 runs in the second inning, but he went 5 and he got the win. How'd you feel like how he pitched today?
I thought he did a great job. The second inning, he had a little command issues, but he battled through that, and man, he was coming out and his stuff was working. So
okay.
He got us through. I think he ended up with 105 pitches. Just did a great job to where we could get Bubba in, and Bubba showed up, and Bubba really commanded.
Is that his real first name?
His first name is Tristan, but he goes by Bubba.
Okay.
And Bubba Rambod.
Okay.
And Bubba did a good job keeping them off balance and just trying to execute all his pitches for strikes. And I think he had like a 85-90% strike to ball ratio. So when he can do that and stuff's working, and Seth, all our pitchers, and they can compete like that, we're gonna make plays on defense. And then if we're doing it right, that's how the game's supposed to be played. And that's what we did today. So it's good to see.
So it's no secret that Luke's pretty much out in terms of pitching. Just arguably, in my opinion, the best pitcher. He would have been the best pitcher in the San Gabriel Valley this year. But instead of feeling sorry for himself, he picks up a bat, does his part. So can you talk about Luke? Also, can you talk about how important is it going to be for you guys to score 6, 7, 8 runs a game without your ace?
Yeah, run support's huge, and Luke is our ace. He's probably the best pitcher in the Valley.
Yeah.
And man, the guy's a stud on the bump. So with him being out, we got to fill in. We found our identity, I think, this week with some guys on the mound, and that
Garrett
really
pitched
helps
well,
out.
huh?
Yeah, Garrett Patterson, he came in, and you got to love that. A catcher who can throw it down under a 1.18, pop time, and the guy gets on the bump, and he can control all his pitches too. So, I think him being savvy as a catcher can find us some time on the bump and fill in. So for us to find him and a couple other guys and really trust our bullpen lately, I think we've had some great practices and guys are starting to get it. We're developing and we're coming out, we're working hard, and that's what it takes. It takes a consistent effort out here.
Yeah. So but can you mention quickly about his maturity, doing his part with a bat? Like, can you talk about this kid's character?
Patty's awesome. He's the most. He's very savvy and he's very smart and he's the most competitive guy behind the dish that I've had in a long time. He's a winner. He doesn't want to lose.
And I understand all that, but I was asking you about Luke, like his character and doing his part, and like I've heard, by the way, his teammate Garrett, a lot of his teammates mentioned him and how big he was this week, and he's been so far this year, even behind the plate. But in terms of Luke being your guy and not being able to do what he wants to do and compete, how has he handled it in your opinion?
So Luke has always been the hardest worker. He's been the guy that's here before practice. He's here after practice. He's at the training facility 5:30 in the morning. He's 4.0 GPA guy. He gets it done off the field in every aspect of his life. He's going to compete.
Okay.
And so he brings that same mentality into the game and the practices, and everything happens for a reason. The good people who work hard. So with Luke being who he is, I don't think
it doesn't surprise you at all.
Yeah, not at all. For him to go out and find a way to hit. That's Luke right there.
To contribute.
Yeah, he's a contributor.
2 real quick things. One, I asked your players this. What's one thing that you really want between now and the next 4 weeks in terms of Palomares League 2-game series? What's something you have to fix?
Well, every day is an adjustable process. So we're coming out and working on the little things and sticking to our strengths and building on our weaknesses. And if I had to say we had a weakness right now, it's all in the mind. And I'm not saying we're weak-minded. I'm just saying if we can control who we are on the field every day mentally, we should be okay.
Well, Seth said something that really I found interesting. He said, sometimes we don't play, like when we're playing Ayala, of course we're up. But sometimes you play down to your opponent, and that's something you can't do in this sport.
Yeah.
So it's good to see your players adjust. Who's someone maybe a couple guys you might want to mention that they might not have had the huge stat week, but you really felt like they did their part in you guys winning 2 games against Ayala.
Absolutely. Everybody 1 through 9. The other day at Ayala showed up to play ball, and it's awesome to see. And if you go through the lineup, you got Fenton leading off, JT Fenton.
Mm-hmm.
He's a stud. Garrett Patterson, Brian Bradshaw, Luke Mastoni, Tyler Hawley, and you go 1 through 9. And Daniel Munoz, Diego Vasquez, Morgan Smith. We're making plays and getting it done, and that's where it takes a consistent effort where 1 through 9 are firing on all cylinders, and they're giving good hacks, and they're not letting balls go. They're attacking fastballs, and if they can do that, hey, that's the game of baseball.
Okay.
Three areas of baseball: defense, offense, and pitching. We got to get it done.